now done your reading, a full reading, and the Mac, it's a brand new Mac, literally brand new, just didn't record. Like, it recorded, but it wouldn't let me upload the reading, so I'm gonna do it again. I'm not really sure what happened, so I'm just gonna go with apparently it wasn't what you guys were meant to have, and we're not gonna focus on the past. I'm gonna be worried about it. We're just gonna keep it moving. So let's get started. I ask my guides, my galactic guardians, my angels, my archangels, my ascended masters, and my ancestors, please help me to set my ego aside so that I can give the cancers the message that is in their highest good today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just gonna take a drink of coffee, because everyone needs to drink a double shot at 12 a.m. And what I'm going to do is pull all the cards, and then I'll give you the messages that I'm given after I have all the cards pulled. Message for Cancer, please. Message for Cancer, please. I'm sorry you guys had to wait a little bit longer for the readings. I tried to power through the last 6, and I got really hungry right before you guys. And I stopped and made dinner, and then I did the full reading, and it was like a corrupted file. It's really weird. So I don't know if you're, like, maybe this pertains to something with your business or something you're doing where the first time you tried it, it was like a corrupted file, or like it just didn't work out. Sorry, guys. But it's, I never look at, when I first started reading, I would be like frustrated, like, oh my god, everything's wrong, but that's a message too, you know, no message is a message. So when something like that happens, I look at it as like, there's something that needs to be, like, the other signs, granted, the other signs got their readings, but there's something pertaining to your reading that really needs to be paid attention to. And so that's the only way I could explain why that was just completely corrupted, is like something you're trying to do is corrupted, like the foundation isn't solid, and you need to pay attention, or there's something that you should be aware of. Like, I don't like to instill fear. Never instill fear. I'm not from that timeline. We're not there. But it's something that you can do more if you're aware of. It's not going to hinder you if you don't get that message, right? It's just what's meant for you can never be kept from you. And so everything that you are dealing with, going through, experiencing, it's all for something. Nothing is for nothing. Like, it's all for something. And when you kind of start to look at things, even in the career, not just life, but career-wise, so everything has a reason. Everything has a place. Everything has a part. It sometimes makes the harder, the drought times, right, when it's not as much abundance and not as much success. It makes that a little bit easier to go through. I don't know, Cancer, I just feel like you might need a little bit of extra gentleness for you, towards you right now, and for you. So I'm just sending you all the love, whatever's going on. There's things are flying everywhere. A little bit of disappointment going on. Okay, let's see what's going on. So, the first deck, we have the Abundance deck. And basically, the first card is the intent that you would want to take on for the remainder of February in regards to money. So you got responsibility, okay? Excuse me, I'm getting like hiccups and burps. That's part of channeling and yawning all the places, all 3 at the same time. This is great. Take responsibility for your financial life. Let go of expectations that someone else should or will do it. And I said there's a little bit of disappointment that I'm feeling, so it's like I don't want to. I don't want to get into what I'm feeling too much, because I didn't do the other readings like this. But maybe, okay, there's a reason that you and Taurus were last like this. So they want the reading to be a little bit different. They want me to give you these messages. Okay, I hear you the first time. There's a responsibility that you've had to take on, and it's left you with a little bit of a disappointment. It may have been within like a business partnership type of thing. So for simplifying, this is an action card, and they give you a list of things that you could possibly do. So reduce the number of bank account, investment, and savings accounts. Consolidate multiple retirement funds into one. Create a record-keeping structure for online and paper files, which is pretty easy to do if you have a fax, or not a fax, what is it? A scanner. If you get the scanner app, you could just scan. You can like snap a picture and it scans it into your phone. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Okay, so you guys can hear me. You just can't see me. Let me see if I can adjust the cameras. Can I? Okay. It's still recording. So as long as they're recording, I know this. Hold on one second. Let me fix it. My guides were like, yo, look up. Because when I get into the reading, I don't look at the camera. That's why this is so frustrating that I'm having so many issues with, in regards to, like, having this, be available for you. The first reading was just completely corrupted, like I said, and then you saw how the camera stopped. But I see that the sound is still going, and so you just lost the camera, and you lost I looked funky for a little bit, but we're still here. So let's go back to what we were talking about with the simplifying. Create a record-keeping structure for online paper files. Yeah, it's like somebody doesn't want you to have this information. I'm not really sure what's going on with you, Cancer, but if you can download an app that's it's like a scanner, right? Like, you would scan paperwork for the computer, or you just take a picture with your phone, and it puts that on to like a Google document or whatever. So I would do that if that's something that you need, because the camera went out. Like, it was like, there are things trying to block these messages, but I have a lot of protection set up, so it's really interesting that it's still kind of getting through. I digress. Anyways, act. Don't procrastinate. Set up auto payment of bills. Cancel services you don't need. And then the affirmation for your action card is, I am acting to simplify and organize my finances. Okay? The affirmation, the money affirmation card you got. I am working towards what's important to me. And that can apply across the board, not just career, right? Like, I am working towards what is important to me. And your journal prompts. What is truly important to me? In what ways could I use my money to bring this into life? Just put that there so you can pause it or screenshot, write it down, whatever works for you. Okay. And then we got the Law of Attraction card. And I haven't looked at any of the numbers for any of the readings, but I just glanced at the card's number, and it's 26, and the root number 26 is 8. So you just add 6 and 2 together, it's 8. That's how you get the root number. I cannot create in the experience of another. You cannot create in the experience of another because you cannot think their thoughts. What you can do for them is set the example of joy. Become a being who thinks only of that which you are wanting, who speaks only of that which you are wanting, and who does only that which you are wanting, and therefore brings forth only joyful emotion. So this has a lot to do with, like, having the ability and knowing that you have the sovereign power to always choose your emotional well-being, your emotional state, right? The better my story gets, the better my life gets. Are you seeing kind of a pattern here? Because I am. Begin telling the story of your desire, and then add to it the details of the positive aspects that you can find that match those desires, and then embellish your positive expectation by speculating what your good feeling would be. Wouldn't it be nice if? You can say things like, only good things come to me and I'll figure it out as I go along. Or everything is always working out for me, no matter what. It's where I'm at here or better. I can never get anything more than I can never get anything less than what I have now. It's only ever going to get better. You want to begin to instill beliefs that are going to always work for you and towards what you want, even on the days when you find it hard to do that for yourself. Every time you tell your better feeling story, you will feel better and the details of your life will improve. The better it gets, the better it gets. The reason there is a lack in abundance is because there is an abundance of lacking thoughts. Okay? You have lack because your thoughts are abundant in lack. One can only disappoint if they have been given more power than the power given to self. Yeah, there comes that disappointment again, right? That underlying codependent, it's like codependence mixed with the need of validation is kind of what I'm feeling. It's like there was, and I say this with love, somebody didn't like that. I'm not here to judge you. I'm just here to read what I'm here to get the messages and read what I'm shown. There's disappointment because your power was given to someone outside of you rather than honing and working from your power within. Okay? So I'm going to leave it at that, Cancer. I really hope that this is still recorded because someone was fighting awfully hard. There was energies fighting awfully hard to ensure that you didn't get this. So I hope that it finds its way into the arms of who it's meant for. Hang in there. If today's incredibly bad for you, you can almost guarantee that tomorrow is going to be better. So here's to a better day for you. Namaslay.